Hi friends, we are reading from our Beginner's Bible. We are going to be reading a short man. This is about Zacchaeus, and it comes from Luke 19:1 through 19. The people crowded the streets to see Jesus. Zacchaeus wanted to see too, but he was too short, so he climbed up a tree. As Jesus was passing by, he looked up in the tree and said, "Zacchaeus, you come down, because I'm going to your house today." And Zacchaeus scrambled down the tree. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. His job was to get the tax money from the people and give it to the king. Nobody liked him. He was surprised but happy that Jesus wanted to come to his house. A crowd of people stood outside the house and they grumbled, "Why is Jesus in there with them?" Zacchaeus told Jesus, "I will give money to the poor, and I will pay back anybody that I cheated. In fact, I will give them more than I took away from them." Jesus was happy with Zacchaeus, and he was going to make things right. So in this story, Zacchaeus, who was a wee little man, if you remember from the song, and he was a tax collector, and he knew that he was making thumbs down choices, or he knew that he was being a sinner and he was doing things that was not okay by the law, but he was taking extra money for himself instead of giving it all to the king, so that way they had money for roads or buildings or to make the towns better. He was keeping that money for himself. Very much a thumbs down thing, or a not good thing, very much of a sin when you are stealing from people. It says in the 10 Commandments, "Thou shalt not steal." So when the tax collector was taking too much for himself and not giving that money to the king, he knew he was stealing, and he was okay with it, which is not okay either. And so Jesus went to his house and was talking to him about how he needed to be a better person and how he needed to give that money back to the poor, and he needed to give that money back to the people he had taken it from. And Zacchaeus decided that he wasn't just going to give it to the poor or just give the money back that he took. He was going to give the people extra money that he had taken from them, so that way they were going to be taken care of. Jesus was really happy with Zacchaeus that he was going to do that, and he was going to give that money back to the people. Anyway, so that is our story for today. So we will see you guys later. Bye.